welcome back to Tangle Tower. We're unraveling the mystery one person at a time. I'm surprised we haven't gone on to another chapter, but maybe I haven't met the requirements yet. I've been slowly making my way through the rooms. I don't know what this room is, but I guess that's our next destination. So let's go on over. Let's see what's going on. Oh my god. What is she wearing?
A rather magnificent bush, somewhat cruelly confined to a stone pot.
There's a letter P carved into the side. Check out that butterfly.
Looks evil.
Wow, judgmental. They're bird cages, but the birds are coming and going freely.
Is that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is.
100%.
I feel like I'm standing in a giant bird cage.
You are. You are.
My little writing desk. It's kind of cute.
There's nothing written in the book, although someone's torn a page out of the middle.
A page is missing?
What's with those little windows down there?
I think they're there for draining rainwater.
Oh. Bird diagrams. Hand-painted.
They're beautiful. Someone really knows their stuff. I don't like mirrors. They steal your soul.
How do you get your hair so symmetrical without using a mirror?
I do it by weight. I can feel if one side is heavier than the other.
I believe that.
An especially fancy cage.
And it's home to 3 especially fancy birds.
Oh. They're important. 3 brightly colored birds in a heavy ornate cage. Okay. Yeah, let's talk to her.
Oh, just beautiful. What is it?
My goodness.
Sort of a delicate jade, but with a little seafoam green, is that right?
Sorry?
Your hair, dear! Which shade do you use? It's lovely! And that shape, you're really pushing the envelope.
Oh, thanks. I do what I can to offset Grimoire's beige on brown ensemble.
Detectives don't need to be brightly colored. We prefer to blend into the background.
Oh, you're the detective? Delightful. Penny
Oh,
Pointer.
my goodness.
Pleasure.
Is that short for Penelope?
Officially, yes, but
So
I
it's
never can
Penelope.
be bothered with all 4 syllables of it. Penelope sounds a little ostentatious coming out of the mouth, don't you think?
Ostentatious. What a big word.
Sure. Yeah.
Hi.
20-something, Aquarius, love to travel, and nearly all of my friends are birds.
Travel? Where to?
Anywhere at all, as long as it has species worth studying. Ornithology, they call it. I call it the only thing I've ever been good at.
The birds?
And have you studied the birds here at Tangle Tower?
But of course! Where else do you think I developed my love of the field? No matter
She's so
where
dramatic.
I go, I always find myself coming home to Tangle Tower.
Because of the birds.
Oh, no, because of him. Silly to admit, but I suppose I can't bear for us to be apart.
Who's him?
Who are you talking about?
Oh, don't you know? My fiancé, dear Fitz. He's not
What?
really the traveling type, you see.
Fitz Fellow.
The very one.
You're engaged
Wait.
to a member of the Fellow family?
Huh?
That's interesting.
I'm not especially interested in whatever tedious feuding goes on between our 2 families. Fitz and I find it much easier to stay out of it altogether.
Wait. That's not who I was gonna call that Fitz was in a relationship with. It's not Poppy?
We can get into Penny's room now.
No.
Okay, hold on. I wasn't done talking to her. Sorry, I got confused.
I awoke early.
Anyway.
And headed down into the greenhouse to see Fitz. He's always there. Crack of dawn, every morning like clockwork.
You did mention
How
Penny.
come?
It's where he's happiest. That and he has a great deal of work to do every day. Watering, pruning, mulching, whatever that is.
Do you help him with the work in the greenhouse?
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of it. I'd probably break something.
So, you stayed with Fitz the whole day?
No. In the early afternoon, he went back inside. Rather suddenly, as it happens.
Did he say why?
He didn't. Probably just a touch of heat stroke, the poor dear. He's
I
more
don't think he
delicate
likes
than
you.
think.
What did you do after that?
Let's see. I returned to the aviary to feed my birds.
And how many birds are you responsible for?
Officially 4, but in truth it's more like 400.
Can they not feed themselves?
Of course, and they often do. But I think they just like the company,
Okay.
as do I.
Oh, she's lonely.
Sometime in the evening, I left the aviary and headed back towards my room. But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. He was muttering something. Seemed a bit upset, the poor dear. I followed him down, but the grand hall was empty by the time I got there. Empty aside from Detective Hawkshaw, who was loitering over by the library.
This adds up. This adds up.
I don't know what it was, but she looked a little lost. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower. I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path. For some reason, he was coming out of Fitz's bedroom. He looked rather lost, too.
Yeah, that's fine. We
Told
got
him
the
I was looking
reason
for Uncle.
that.
He suggested we look up in Flora's tower room. We could see from the hallway. The door was off its hinges. I knew then something was terribly wrong. A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya. Uncle Pointer was there. Fitz, too, standing over in the corner with Fifi and Poppy.
What about Flora?
Of course, silent as ever. Uncle suggested we should leave. Give the others some space, you know. So he and I both returned to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I don't trust Pointer. I haven't met him yet, but I don't trust him.
A fellow bird enthusiast. She's quite the expert, truth be told. Studied them professionally at one point. I think her father taught her.
Oh.
Are you friends with Flora?
A little bit.
A little bit friends.
She's one for the peace and quiet. I dare say I'm a little too loud for her.
I can see that.
I do admire her, though, really. Always felt like she could have done better than settle for Felix.
Whoa.
Ouch.
I said it.
Damn, okay.
She's a most unsavory little...
Damn.
She was incredibly rude about my appearance.
Which part? The giant bird arms or...
If I were her, I'd go easy on the judgment of others. I mean, look at her. She looks like the ghost of a scarecrow. I just wish Uncle Pointer would tell her to behave herself.
Professor Pointer? Why him?
Oh, it was Uncle that called her in. She's his responsibility.
Ooh.
Did you not know that?
No, I didn't know that yet. I didn't know that yet.
I must say, I really don't care for the den of self-delusion that he's retreated into. People are better off when they just let themselves be themselves. Between you and me, I think Felix is secretly rather miserable.
She's very judgy, isn't she?
She'd sit in the aviary, first thing in the morning, and paint the birds. Sometimes she'd ask me their names.
Freya was interested in studying bird species too?
No, just wanted to know their names. Isabelle, Clementine, Myrtle, Lysandre, Genevieve.
Got it, thanks.
For my 21st birthday, she gave me a framed painting. All the birds from a single spring,
That's so
with
nice.
their names written underneath. I can't begin to tell you how much I've treasured it.
I don't think she's
Sounds
sus
like
at all.
you two were close.
I feel like I always struggled to articulate my admiration for her. But she had a way of understanding unspoken things.
It seems like everyone admired Freya in some way. At least so far.
Oh, she's beautiful! Who is she?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, is that me?
Oh, I love her actually. Penny's
She
adorable.
mostly ignores me if I'm honest.
How come?
Well, we're not quite on the same intellectual level.
Oh. you don't need to.
No, it's quite all right. I'm comfortable with it.
Okay, she's comfortable with herself.
Isn't he strapping?
I did not
He
know
is
you two were together.
big.
I would not have
And
called that.
so brooding.
Kinda sulky, yeah.
I can never tell what's going on in that beautiful head of his.
Are y'all actually engaged?
It just sounds like you don't know him very well.
I don't remember asking for your input.
Oh my goodness, okay.
Oh, did you talk to Poppy already?
Sure did.
Yeah, a little bit.
And did you make any notes of what she told you?
Yeah, I did.
Lovely. burn them. It'll all be lies.
What?
Why would Poppy lie to us?
Because that's what she does. She's a snake. Looks like one, too.
Don't you think you're being a little unfair, Penny?
She started it.
Whoa, okay, hold on. Calm yourself. Tell me about these items.
No, it's probably quite impressive. To a visitor, fresh eyes and all that.
Not to you.
Try living in it for 20 years. The sheen wears off. If it wasn't for my fits, I'd have little reason to stay.
What about inheritance? You're the next oldest pointer after your uncle, aren't you?
Well, thank you very much for phrasing it like that. But no, any money left in the Pointer family will pass down directly to Poppy.
Why?
Is that fair?
I couldn't care less, to be perfectly honest.
Why, though?
Finally, I get to see a detective's case file.
That's a very specific thing to be excited about.
Well, only last week I asked that miserable Hawkshaw woman if I could see her case notes.
I'm guessing she said no.
Would have been much more polite if she had just said no. Instead, she was quite rude to me. Accused me of being, what was it? A shallow sensationalist.
That tracks. Yeah, okay.
Goodness me. Poppy really doesn't take care of her belongings, does she?
It wasn't in Poppy's room. It was in the little pond in the garden.
Exactly! Hardly the place for it. I'm sure I've read about this creature somewhere. Don't remember anything about him playing the harp, though.
It's Boggy!
Hello. Who penned this juicy little number?
We don't know. It's not signed.
An anonymous letter? Classic clue. I doubt Freya intended it, but the overall effect is a little unsettling. Don't you think? It's Flora that's the problem. She's an inescapably haunting presence, bless her. Gaudy old thing, isn't it? Flora seems very fond of it. I've never understood why. But then I could say the same thing about her husband.
Heyo!
Oh my god.
Poppy's gramophone. She's had it for a long time. As a young child, she'd call it her mama phone, on account of it belonging to her mother.
That's cute.
Oh yes, adorable. How terrible.
You recognize it?
The color scheme. 3 different pinks. Obscene.
That's hilarious.
Freya doesn't take very good care of her pains, does she? But then she was always rather bohemian. Had her own priorities.
She talks very fondly about Freya. I don't think she's sus at all in the... I need to know who walked down the stairs before Poppy did.
Oh, that's rather sad. Ooh, delightful. More of a gemstone than a fruit, isn't it?
Inedible, too, I think.
Yes. At one point I thought Fitz might be growing them to sell them. But honestly, I think he just likes the way they look.
How cute.
Somebody taking an interest in extinct animals.
Extinct.
Oh, yes. The book is very old. Most of the birds in it are long gone.
Well, what
Oh.
about this bird, though? The ink dip.
This one, well, it was thought to be extinct for a long time. Then one was found here at Tangle Tower.
So it's not extinct.
You misunderstand. It was the last one. The very last.
Oh.
Couldn't y'all, like, I don't know, do some science?
Haven't seen this one in a while. He lives in the music room, doesn't he?
Currently.
I know a lot of people rather like this painting, but it's a little much for me. I find it overbearing. And for some reason, it makes me feel bad for Freya. I think she was more troubled than we knew.
She definitely was.
Freya was very talented, even at that age.
Do you know how old this photo is?
Not sure. Must be a couple of years at least. Sometime before Fiona settled on her current style.
I want to know who's in that ripped photo.
Very nice.
You've seen these before?
Yes.
All of them. Even this one of...
Yes.
Something tells me that he actually likes Poppy over, Penelope.
A bit vain to carve wooden figurines of oneself, isn't it? It's that bird. But these must have been drawn at least a year ago. Oh, how sad. Oh, did Fitz show you that?
Not exactly.
We found it hidden under his bed.
Ah, right.
Is it from you?
Ooh, a secret diary.
That's our guess, too.
Excellent. I must say the girls are awfully well behaved today. I think they know we're in the presence of company.
They belong to you. Why do you keep them in a cage?
They need a special diet, particular treatment. I let them out to fly occasionally, of course. But they're all one of a kind. I couldn't let anything happen to them.
Do they have names?
Of course. Let me introduce you to Tabitha, Tamara, and Tatiana.
I've already forgotten all three of those names.
Which one is which?
Oh, that's simple. Tatiana is the oldest, Tabitha is the most patient, and Tamara has the best.
Of course, you could have just said the color.
Glad we cleared that up.
What about the one on your head?
On my head? He's just my hat. He doesn't have a name. Who would name their hat?
It's a hat? Okay, Penelope, you've been delightful. Actually, you've been delightful. I'm leaving. I think before we go around talking to everyone about Penelope, I'm gonna try to do these last 3 rooms to see if we can like get everyone we can. Oh, she has such a delightful little room.
Ever get the feeling you're being watched?
The mannequins don't have eyes, though.
That's not a comforting sentence. Looks like nature invited itself in. Rude.
It's a birdhouse.
Are those real birds? Nope.
What in the
they're
puzzle?
wooden.
They're using up all the perches. What if a real bird wanted to use it?
Nope.
There must
No?
be some logic to have something to do with those white lines.
I'm not too sure. I'm kind of stuck on this, but I don't really know. Is it like what makes the eyes? Because that makes that.
That's the one.
Haha! I've done it.
Hey, not bad.
I understand.
Did the door open? What's in there?
Remember, a piece of paper crumpled into a ball. Red flower petals were found inside. Oh no, this is about Poppy. This is not about Freya. A message is angrily scrawled into the paper. Now I'll get her. That's not about Poppy. It's
That's
about Freya.
some flower.
There's something weird about it. It just feels out of place.
A brightly colored flower with an unusual shape. It looks very healthy and well looked after. The soil in the pot looks fresh and moist. It also an unusual blue color from Fitz, maybe?
A little tea set. Looks recently used.
One of the cups has tea in it.
What's in the other one?
Birdseed. A little bedtime reading?
Let's see. Romance novels, detective novels, and
What?
this one appears to be both.
Oh, nice.
Traveling cases.
Empty. All of them.
Traveling cases.
Empty. All of them.
That bed. It's like something from a fairy tale.
Does it feel warm over here, or is it just me?
No, you're right. Maybe the bed has some kind of heater.
Because she leaves the window
It's not
open?
coming from the bed.
What?
It's coming from the wall.
Huh?
That bed.
Does it feel...
No, you're
It's
right.
not coming from the bed.
That might be the most pointless staircase I've ever seen.
How's she supposed to get up there?
This is the fanciest room so far.
Too fancy.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I think it looks adorable. I like Penny. I don't think she has anything against Freya and why she would kill her. I think she has beef with Poppy and Fitz, is what I think. I wonder what's here. Feels like there should be a room there. Okay, we're in Poppy's room.
Various handmade posters.
What do you think those symbols mean?
Hopefully, nothing.
What's... She also has a lock.
It's an octopus.
No, it's not. It has 6 legs, not 8. Don't say it.
Sextopus.
There's
That's a good one.
name for this kind of piano. You know, these ones that stand upright. Sheet music, presumably for piano.
It's only a few notes. I'd barely even call that music.
Yeah, it's been framed though. Must be important for some reason.
A framed thing? Sheet music has been framed as decorated with a delicate, old-fashioned illustration.
That is the bed of a vampire.
I thought vampires slept in coffins.
This is a vampire who needs firm support for their lower back.
You know, fair enough.
More handwritten sheet music.
She also has this thing.
Ah, yes, a giant symbol drawn in chalk on the floor. Always a good omen.
It's an eye.
There was this eye in Flora's room as well.
Oh, thank goodness, there are 7 lit candles. Wouldn't want it to be dark in here. A lamp. It is most definitely turned off. Anything in the wardrobe?
Dresses mostly. I never realized there are so many shades of black.
There are a ton of them,
Empty.
actually. The
A
fucking
single red
flower!
How very traditional.
She kept it? Poppy and Fitz definitely have something going
Yeah.
on.
Weird.
That
I thought
this is a vampire who needs firm. Just a bunch of clothes on the floor. Nothing weird about that.
To you.
There's a sock.
Just a bunch of clothes.
To you.
Alright, what's
It's
this?
a metronome. For keeping time.
It's ticking. Is it a bomb?
It's supposed to be ticking. Not sure what those symbols are, though.
Oh wait, I think I had it. I'm just dumb.
There we go.
Haha! That was the easiest puzzle ever.
Perfect.
What's in there?
What happened?
A little hatch unlocked in the back.
Anything in there?
Mm-hmm. It's a photograph. Part of a photograph.
Oh. Why'd they rip that off? The ripped photo shows a young girl with blonde hair and pink clothes. The girl in the photo is using a bright pink cassette player with matching headphones. The rest of the photo shows Fifi and Freya. It was hidden in Freya's room. So this was Poppy before she transitioned to her current aesthetic.
There's something about that pink cassette tape. Something suspicious.
There was a falling out with Fifi and Poppy.
Let's ask Poppy about it.
Hold on, I'll go later. I want to look at this door.
A big glass door leads out into a garden. Somehow.
There's a little mechanism by the handle.
Oh, I understand. That's kind of strange that they have this. Hold on. I'm writing this down. I bet that's where the suns go on the other side.
I guess we'll come back later.
Oh, you know what? We should go see about, Mr. Pointer first.
It's locked.
I thought
we are.
What's that thing by the hand?
I'm writing them down too. There.
Let's come back once we...
I know more, but I want to go see, the Mr. Pointer dude. Professor Pointer, or whatever the fuck. The fuck?
A picture frame.
With no picture.
That's weird.
It's full of tea, but it's gone cold.
Criminal.
Criminal.
It's too cloudy to see any stars right now.
It's also daytime.
It's tidier than my desk. The notebook is untouched. It's completely blank.
That's
So?
true.
Even the most well-used notebooks start off blank.
I don't know, it's just weird.
It's tidier than my desk.
So, even the most well-used note... What is it?
It's, clearly some kind of large device.
You're not wrong.
It is a large
It's
device.
a chart of the solar system. Which planet are you from, Sally? The bell jar. It's empty.
What do people normally keep in bell jars?
Other than bells, you mean?
It's strangely clean in here.
There's something kind of
Yeah.
disappointing about this room. I just expected a bit more from an astronomy tower.
Oh, does it not compare to all the other astronomy towers you've been to?
Pretty.
I got tabbed out. I hate it when it does that.
A Spyglass to the Stars. Volumes 1 to 12.
They're in very good condition.
Trinkets.
They're clearly gizmos.
Let's at least introduce ourselves.
Always a good roll.
Okay, hello.
Shh, listen.
He has such
Do
weird
you
hair.
hear them? The stars.
The stars.
They're whispering. So quiet, and yet so loud.
What are they whispering about? Are they spreading rumors about us?
He's
I
literally,
shouldn't think
his
they
hair is
concern
literally a
themselves
book.
with such insignificance. We are but specks of dust, you and I.
Mm-hmm. Could this speck of dust start by telling me his name?
You find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor Percival Pointer.
Seems like this tower belongs to the Pointers, and the other one belongs to the Fellows.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality, as it happens. Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
Helpful.
Okay, I don't trust him.
Me? Not much to say. Strictly
too
speaking,
happy.
I'm the current head of the Pointer family. And of course, father to my precious Poppy.
And a professional astronomer?
Oh no, that's just a little hobby. I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over 35 years, published
What a humble
17
brag.
books.
Just a little hobby.
Sounds like you're quite well known. You must bring in a good amount of money.
Oh dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable financial
sad.
return. Nor would I expect it to. I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos, working to translate its message so that I may share it with the world.
Cool. Tell the Cosmos I say hi.
Okay, tell me about
The
yesterday,
day began
man.
as any other, with blissful, unremarkable routine.
His
I
eyes are a
took
little
my
fucked.
usual morning walk around the gardens. Fresh air does wonders for the mind.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I didn't
Uh-huh.
bother them, of course. I
That's
sat for a
true.
while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine. Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours at
No,
my
he's too
telescope.
vague.
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow tower later that evening.
Why would you do that? Why did you do that?
I was at my telescope for the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
Okay,
She
that
looked
adds up.
impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside.
Shouting?
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping.
Right.
So I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall. Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back, right in the middle of the room.
He's
Flora
lying.
and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with
He's
Poppy
fucking
for some
lying,
reason.
bruh.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family business.
Ooh.
I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time like that.
Hold that thought. Can I?
That's all the statements.
Yeah.
Let's go over them all.
I did want to go over them all, but I wanted to see... No, I wanted...
You know, I've always wanted one of those.
A mechanical solar system? What would you do with it?
I would look at it.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Earth in the middle, sun on the outside. How old is this thing?
Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. This one might actually throw me in for a loop. I'm not gonna lie. I fuck if I know kind of scenario. Like. Oh. Okay. Hold on. Oh, it was so close to whatever this is. It has to be this way. Did I do it?
I got it.
Oh, okay, never mind. We figured
I'm
it out.
impressed.
Easy peasy. There was no worry at all.
Did you hear that? Something unlocked.
There's a little hatch underneath? What's in there?
A bunch of paper. Looks like somebody's research.
The golden beetle. He did hire Hackshaw to find the golden beetle. Various research notes and diagrams. The golden beetle, named for its exoskeleton, composed of mineral approximately 90% identical to gold. Has a lifespan of several years. It fends off predators with a loud hiss. Records of over 95. The beetle was in the gramophone. And by being completely undigestible, this mystid it has a somewhat spurious reputation for causing ill fortune to those that see it. This is what killed Freya. 100%. This is what killed Freya. "100% that's what killed Freya." Alright, we're gonna go through all this together.
A listless soul drifting through the ether.
What's wrong with her?
Not sure. She's always been troubled. Comes from a dysfunctional family.
Oh.
I'd say you could ask her about it, but I think you might find that to be a bit of a dead end.
You're kind of an asshole.
Hard to read, that one, but she seems to know what she's doing.
She's kind of mean.
You know, I simply assumed all detectives were sharp, rigorous, and thorough. Then, of course, I met you.
That's rude.
I
He's
don't
so
especially
rude.
want to talk about myself. Introspection often leads to vanity.
Wait, does it?
Why don't we discuss the moons of Jupiter instead?
I'm not sure if we have time. Aren't there like 10 of them?
83.
Yeah, we don't have time.
83. No, we don't have time.
He should learn to make the most of his lot in life. And he does have a lot in life.
You're talking about money?
Among other things, but yes, he currently has agency over a small fortune. That is, if he hasn't already squandered it or lost it.
You two don't get on?
Oh no, we're the best of friends.
Well, he's not bitter at all.
Nobody could deny her talent. She was remarkable, artistically gifted, but also highly intelligent.
Those two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
Was she ever interested in astronomy?
I don't think she was. The fault may well lie with me for failing to inspire her. But I think she was captivated by more tangible things here on Earth. My daughter loved her. Fiona, too. That said, in the last year or so, more and more I've begun to notice her by herself, wandering the
There's
gardens
some weird
at the
things
most
going on, for
peculiar
sure.
hours. She must have explored every inch of the grounds 100 times over. Quite a restless spirit, I think. I'm surprised she chose to live at Tangle Tower as long as she did.
You know what's interesting? Why can't we examine the body?
Ah, Penelope, our resident ornithologist.
Penny's your niece, is that right?
At this moment in time, until she marries the gardener.
She'll still be your niece.
But she'll depart from the world of the Pointers and join the Fellows. Like rats deserting a sinking
Bro,
ship.
he's so rude.
Ah, yes, the heiress of Tangle Tower. Goodness knows what'll happen when she takes charge. I dare say she'll confiscate my telescope and replace it with a microscope.
She doesn't seem to be the type to impress her will on others.
What the hell?
Still, keep an eye on her. Dangerously intelligent, that one.
You sound jealous. Wait, are you two science rivals?
Oh no, we operate on very different wavelengths. Literally. What do you want me to say?
I don't know
He's
anything.
the gardener.
He's a member of the family.
Yeah, but not the Pointer family.
What happened to his parents, do you know?
His father, Flint, is Felix's brother. Strange man. Don't think anybody knows what happened to him, but he
Oh.
certainly doesn't live here anymore.
What about his mother?
Emily? I've not met her.
What?
She never actually married into the Fellow family. Her relationship with Flint was, it was short-lived.
Oh.
My puppy, my pride and joy. Exceptionally talented pianist from a young age. She... Hold on. Why is she on your list of suspects?
Because
Everyone's a
she's a
suspect.
suspect.
Oh no, I can personally vouch for her innocence. She'd never... Well, The truth is, she loved Freya very dearly.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to Poppy's mother?
Primrose? She was Flora's sister, a Remington by birth. The playing field has never really been even since she left.
The playing
Where did she
field.
go?
Away.
Away?
She went away.
Alright, tell me about everything.
So which one is Tangle Tower?
What's that?
There are 2 towers, right? Flora's tower and your astronomy tower.
Neither? Truly, I have no idea. You'd have to ask Flora.
She named the house?
The whole thing is a result of her squabbling with her family.
With Felix, you mean? Her husband?
No, her brother and sister, and her father.
Well,
The
what was your
Remington family
wife?
was a rather tumultuous little unit, you see. I don't think Flora has spoken with any of them in over a decade.
I'm surprised you didn't go with your wife.
Not exactly a wealth of information, is it?
It's enough.
Isn't the process of decay fascinating?
It's not really decaying. It's plastic.
It's becoming one with nature,
No, it's
all
not.
the same.
It can't.
A very old statue indeed. I'd recommend you leave it well alone. The poor fellow's in bad enough shape as it is.
You're suspicious. Why would you say
Where
that?
on earth did you find that?
It was in a bush outside. I think someone threw it away.
How peculiar.
I think he's sus.
I find that painting to be in rather bad taste.
Oh, yeah?
The knife with real blood on it?
It's not a knife.
The whole thing is rather vulgar.
We already figured it out.
Curious little thing, isn't it? Do you know what she keeps in there?
Nothing. At the moment. It was empty when we opened it.
Why is
How
he so
bizarre.
suspicious?
Can't a woman keep an empty egg in her room?
Yeah, I don't like him.
Pointer property originally, purloined by the fellows. Typical. I haven't seen that tape for a long time. Who broke it?
No idea.
Ah, well, possessions are fleeting, my friends.
And we know it's Poppy's.
Is this important?
Possibly.
Here's a thought. Do you suppose the paintbrush could be the murder weapon? After all, it was found at the scene, right next to Freya's body.
You're stretching
I
right
guess
here.
It's possible.
You're stretching, dude.
Fitz seems rather keen to grow things like this in his greenhouse, doesn't he?
What's wrong with that?
Well, you can't eat it. Makes you wonder why he bothers at all.
Why is he being so sus?
That's a very old book, isn't it? Looks like someone could have taken better care of it.
I like the look of a well-read book. Better than one that's never been opened.
Ah, well put.
Hmm.
Curious creature, isn't it? Some sort of amphibious bipedal fishman.
Playing a trumpet.
Playing a trumpet, yes. Freya was well acquainted with the abstract, I'll say that much.
What does it look like to you?
To me, it's a big, red thing.
Mm-hmm.
What a fascinating interpretation.
He's right, though. It is a big red thing.
It sure is.
Poppy's 2 closest friends. Freya looks so innocent there. These were drawn by Freya? She must have drawn that one of Hawkshaw rather recently.
I guess.
I guess. What?
This is supposed to be Felix, is it?
What was
I
that
think
noise?
I see he's afforded himself considerable artistic license. This looks a little rushed, even by Felix's standards.
At least he tried.
Yes, I suppose it's good for the old fellow to have a hobby. Keeps his mind from decaying, you know. Yes, very nice. Where is that bird of Flora's? It's been a while since I've seen it.
Gone away.
Oh,
Allegedly.
you found a murder weapon?
Steady on. It's just a gardening trowel.
Looks like a weapon to me.
Okay.
A diary can be a wonderful outlet for an outpouring of one's soul.
How do you know it's a diary?
I suppose I don't, but it does look like a diary.
I mean, I thought it was a diary when I saw it.
That's rather a small cage for 3 birds, isn't it? But then, aren't we all trapped in a cage?
Okay, he needs to stop.
Well now, that is most definitely none of my business. Quite possibly none of yours either. What kind of flower is that?
We're not sure. I think it might be the only one of its kind.
Primrose would know. My wife was a floriculturalist. Best in the field. That's a flower joke, but she was.
Interesting.
Where is she?
Oh my. This is the first piece that Primrose ever learnt on the piano. Primrose, that is Poppy's mother. She passed it down to Poppy when she started teaching her how to play.
Oh.
Poppy's piano teacher was her mother?
Of course. Warms my heart to know that after everything, Poppy still has it up on her wall. What a precious photograph. She hasn't changed a bit, has she?
She's changed
Who?
a lot.
Oh, if you don't know, perhaps I don't either.
So, we found some research.
Yeah, we found some
What's up with
research,
this
buddy.
golden beetle? Is this something you're studying?
I can't help you, I'm afraid. I think it must be something left behind by a previous
Oh,
inhabitant
you
of Tangle
fucking
Tower.
liar.
I'm not the first scientist to ever walk these halls, you know.
Well, it wasn't in the halls. It was in your astronomy tower.
Don't lie to us. Okay. I'm gonna quickly go through everyone. I say quickly, and showcase the evidence we have. And talk about, Pointer.
Can't say I've ever taken an interest in Uncle's astronomy. On occasion, I've dared to visit him in his tower, but I always regret it. It's all just a little too abstract for me.
What do you mean?
Oh, did you know the sun is apparently over 400,000 miles wide?
Holy
Okay,
shit.
so what should I do with that information? How does it help me?
Don't look at me. You're
I mean,
the
she's
one
right.
who memorized it.
She's right. How does it help anyone? Yeah, what's this about,
That's,
Penny?
Rather strange now, isn't it?
We found it in your room.
Just lying around, was it?
Nope. You'd hidden it, but we found it.
We do that.
Who's the her in the message? And
Poppy.
what's the deal with the petals?
It's
It's
Poppy.
really none of your business. Yes, it's my, my flower.
You don't like it?
I'm no good at caring for plants. I forget to water them. Birds are much easier. They're a lot more vocal when they get thirsty.
Do you at least like the look of the flower?
The look?
The colors? The shape of it?
It looks
Between
like
you
her.
and me, I think it's a little vulgar.
Girl, it looks just like you. Did Fitz give you that? Because he thought of you?
Looks a little simple for Poppy, doesn't it? I thought she was a grade 12 or something.
I didn't know there were that many grades.
I'm sure they invented some new ones just for her.
Oh, okay, she's jealous
I
too.
can't decide what's worse. How she looks here, or how she looks now.
Do you know who this is? In the photo?
I know
Oh.
who it is.
Absolutely no idea.
It's Poppy.
Not a fan of insects myself. Whose research is this?
We were hoping you might know.
No, can't say I... Rhea, perhaps. I know she was always very fond of grubby
She
little
was
things
looking
like
for
this.
bugs.
Noted. There's something about the report of Fitz going
Whoa.
up Pointer Tower. Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
Do we have something to ask her? No, not yet. Maybe we'll make our way there. What's that? Let's go to Flora. I know she ain't gonna have shit to say. You know what I forgot to do? Speaking of towers, I forgot to look through the telescope. They said let's talk to the man before we touch it. Now I want to touch it.
Every astronomy tower needs a telescope.
I want to try.
Okay.
It's that little plant Flora keeps on the window ledge.
Don't you think it would fall off? In the wind.
Maybe it's glued down.
You can see right into Flora's room.
Not by accident.
I can see Flora, but she's not looking this way. She's looking up. Behind her is the backside of the easel holding Freya's unfinished painting. I can't really see anything behind it. Not from this angle. I can just about see the gramophone.
Is that a window? Is there another room above Flora's room?
There is.
We should check that next time we're over there.
There's an eyeball above it. Is that all I needed?
I can just about see the sky behind the tower.
I can't get the telescope to look up any higher.
Weird.
Oh, he's such a weirdo.
I can see the doorway. It leads into the hall. The door itself is on the floor, knocked off its hinges.
You know
Isn't
what?
this supposed to be an astronomy telescope?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you need to see the sky for astronomy to work.
I can't move it. I think this is just how it's set up.
There's something about Pointer's astronomy habits.
Let's ask him about it.
Well, you know what? We're starting to get all these questions and stuff. Did we have any other clues? I'm gonna go talk to other people about the clues real quick, and then maybe we'll start next episode with doing suspicion stuff and collecting all the statements.
What do you know about Penny?
I can't really imagine those two being friends, to be honest.
You never know. You know the guy in the other tower? Weird astronomy professor guy?
Can you see him from your window? Can he see you?
You know what else? I haven't clicked on that.
The outline of Freya Fellow.
I never
Looks
clicked
like
on
she
that.
fell onto her back. There's a single patch of blood, right in the middle. No real signs of a struggle.
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were right up by the canvas,
So?
so she was probably standing really close to the canvas when she fell.
Let's check the case file again.
Single stab wound on her chest.
There's a single.
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were so she was
Let's
probably.
check the case file again.
How did she get stabbed in the chest if she was up close to the painting? Anyway.
Do you know anything about these birds? Or birds in general?
Okay.
Do you know anything about this beetle?
Alright. I knew she wasn't gonna say shit. Okay. Wake up, buddy.
Penelope seems to have really settled into a groove. She struggled a bit when she was younger, always a little estranged.
How come?
Well, she was mostly raised by her uncle, and he really only makes time for his own daughter. Now,
Aw.
of course, she's bringing the two families together through her marriage. It's a nice gesture.
So everyone's aware of it.
Heartfelt, but futile.
Oh.
Percival Pointer. Good old... So, what do you reckon? See the murderer?
I don't know, maybe. We still need...
That is not information we're willing to share at this time.
I'm just saying, keep an eye on him. Holds on to a lot of bitterness, does old Pointer. Just because he's always struggled to support his family. Slightly pathetic, really.
Damn.
And how long have you known him?
Over 35 years.
Childhood friends? Rivals?
Don't know if I'd do him the honor of considering him my rival.
Okay, what about this stuff?
Bizarre things, aren't they? Penelope seems rather attached to them.
Do you not feel sorry for them in that little cage?
Come now, I'm sure they could leave if they really wanted to. Goodness me! That looks like it might belong to Fitz. I've never been one for music. Why not ask Poppy instead? Oh dear.
Do you know who this is?
Not a clue.
Why are they all lying about who that is?
What's this all
It's Poppy.
about? Some kind of rare jewel?
I'm pretty sure the research is about a real insect.
If it's made of gold, then it's made of gold.
Oh my god, dude. Alright. Moving on from that dude. No, I didn't mean to go here. I'm sorry. I was just trying to scroll.
Name, Penelope Pointer. Age, 27. Profession, ornithologist. Likes, birds. Dislikes, insects. Notes, Penelope is very beautiful. I have never had very much in common with her.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Name, Percival Pointer. Age, 57. Profession, none.
I'm pretty sure he's an astronomer.
Oh yes, of course. How uncharacteristically forgetful of me.
Dang. The feud. The family
I am scared
feud.
of birds.
Why?
It is an irrational fear. I have no suitable explanation.
She's
Oh.
afraid of birds?
Who is this her to whom the message refers?
Well, I don't know exactly.
Then how can I meaningfully evaluate this object? Next,
Okay, damn, bitch.
it is a flower. It reminds me of something,
Penelope.
but I cannot say what.
It reminds you of Penelope.
An item from Poppy's childhood. Her earliest piano lessons hold some special significance for her.
Why's that?
No idea. She has never graced me with the details, and I am not forthcoming enough to ask.
You two are friends, right?
We are, yes.
They totally don't
But-
act like friends, though.
It is clear to me now that Poppy has become tired of my company.
Is it anything to do with Freya?
Oh, no. The changes in Poppy's mood have nothing to do with Freya. Her concerns simply lie elsewhere.
They're both saying that each other is gone distant. Can we just talk?
Who is that in the photo?
I'm quite sure that I have no idea.
Why are you so weird about
Now,
it?
this is interesting. Where did you find it?
In the astronomy tower.
And yet, it does not concern the field of astronomy.
Nope.
In fact, you could even say that entomology is the exact opposite of astronomy.
Sure.
Yeah. You could.
I would not say that, however.
Oh. You wouldn't?
No, it would be quite naive. To study science
Girl.
in any field is to study the connections between all matter in the universe, living or inanimate.
Okay, you know what? I was gonna go to the others, and we will go to these last three, but I think for now I will be bringing this episode to a close. Next episode, we'll question everyone, we'll get everyone's statements, we'll try to see about their suspicions. There might be some more evidence left. I haven't gone to all the rooms yet, and we still need to collect all the statements together. But for now, I will be bringing this episode to a close. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.